Hi guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a video that I promised on my Instagram, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll link it below. My username is the Rachel Strickland, and I promised to do a foundation tutorial. So here I am without any makeup on, and I did actually do a little bit with my eyebrows. They're not perfect, but I just don't have much eyebrows at all. You probably didn't want to see all that. But anyway, I took off the rest of my makeup. To remove my makeup, I used a Neutrogena eye makeup remover on just a little like a cotton round, and then I use witch hazel to take off the rest of my makeup. I had suffered with cystic acne about 3 or 4 years ago, and so I've almost completely cleared that up now. Well, I would say it's completely cleared up. I get an occasional pimple, especially in conjunction with my cycle, but so I'm going to be showing you today how to cover old acne scars or maybe some even existing breakouts as well. So just to give you kind of an up close view of my skin, I had a recent breakout right in this area and one right about here. So you can see some of the past scars and discoloration, and I'm going to be showing you how to clear up all that. So first things first, after you have removed all of your makeup, I'm just going to get right into this video. You need to moisturize your skin. I am using, it's called Lacura Face Care Q10 Day Cream. It's anti-wrinkle cream. I actually found this at Aldi's. Depending on where you're from, you may call that Aldi, or you may call it Aldi. But anyway, you know the grocery store I'm talking about. I've picked this up for like $3 there, and I priced it online. I think it's normally like $10 or something. But I'm just gonna make sure that this moisturizer goes all over my skin. It doesn't matter that you're using the exact same kind as I am. Just use a facial moisturizer, okay? Because facial moisturizers and lotion for your body are two very different things. Okay, so I'm moisturized. Now I'm gonna put on a primer. I am using Hard Candy. My label's like falling apart there because I touched this so much. Hard Candy Sheer Envy Pore Defense Primer Serum smooths pores away. It's oil free. I have used bukus of different primers, and I do very much prefer a silicone-based primer. I don't like the moisturizing ones. Like I have a Laura Mercier one that is just like a moisturizing one, and it doesn't feel like I even put a primer on. But this one kind of has a bit of a green tint to it. I can't say that that's color correcting, but anytime you're wanting to cover redness and you have an option to get something that has a green tint to it, do it, because the green offsets the red. I know e.l.f. makes a primer that is color correcting that has a green base that it's pretty good. So I usually put a silicone primer on them and I wait a minute. You can go ahead and get your eyelids also. I know they make certain eyelid primers. I don't understand what the difference is. If there is some huge difference, other than the skin on your eyes being so sensitive, the whole skin on your face is sensitive. But if there's some big difference between an eye primer, comment below. I mean, I know that like it gives a white background for your shadows to pop more, but anyway, if I shouldn't be putting my eye primer or my primer on my eyelids, let me know. Okay, so once that's set for a minute, I want to tell you about a new foundation that I just started trying. I thought I would give this a try because it was literally like $5, if that. I think it was $4 and something at Walgreens. And this is the e.l.f. Womp 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 womp. It's not e.l.f. I love e.l.f. It is the Wet n Wild. This is Photo Focus Foundation, and Buff Bisque is the color that I'm going to be using. Okay, so Wet n Wild Photo Focus. It prevents flashback. You see, the girl on the left there, she doesn't have a photo ready foundation, and the girl on the right, she does. So I'm going to shake this up. Now this particular foundation, oh my gosh, it comes with a little spatula even. We're talking about a $5 foundation here, people. This is amazing. So I'm just going to apply back and forth there. Front and back, just apply that to like the problem areas that I know needs more coverage, and then once there's a little less left on the spatula, I go on the other areas. So I dipped it in there 3 times. Honestly, sometimes I don't dip it in there 3 times, but just get it on your face, okay? There's no magic formula to exactly where you need to put it. I am using, this is from Bare Minerals. Bare Essentials. This is their kabuki brush. You just need a dense kabuki brush. I don't think that this one necessarily has a well in it. It does have longer bristles around the edge a bit, but anyway, you need a dense kabuki brush for a very liquid foundation like this. And then I just start buffing it out. Have kind of a light hand. You don't want to push it so much that you're just getting the product on the brush and not actually on your face. I'm not going to edit this in anything other than on my phone, so you're kind of stuck watching this in real time. Careful around your eyes. But I just want to show you, because a lot of people, if they're suffering with acne, they'll go into Ulta or Sephora or something and spend $50 on a foundation. And while those foundations may be great, you don't have to do that. I do want to give a little bit of hope to maybe some high school kids that just have $5 to spend on a foundation, or I don't know, maybe you just don't want to spend that much more on your makeup. I want to show you what has happened with this discoloration already. This is with a literally $4 and change foundation. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. And this is the end-all to end-all concealers. If you're using anything else, I don't know why you would. Hard Candy Glamouflage. So I'm going to take this and actually just apply it to where I know that there's redness, give a little bit of extra coverage. And then, you know, I have an 8-month-old, so dark circles. Hashtag need some sleep. This is the Wet n Wild foundation brush. Concealer brush, and then yeah, that's my eyeliner on the side of it. That's cool. Today is the day to wash the brushes. Don't be comment below to me. There's a little divot here for your finger. Nice little foundation concealer brush. I'm just gonna dip this there, stipple this on, kind of dab this in over the dark circles there. I don't know, I don't really suffer from like horrendous dark circles or anything, so I just kind of get it in there. And I'm not doing the big triangle just yet. I'm going to go up the bridge of my nose onto my forehead to give a little bit of a highlight here. And blend this out a bit. I'm not an expert at makeup. This is how I put on my makeup. You may do yours completely different, or there may be some guru. I'm just taking the same kabuki brush now and I'm blending out the edges. I'm not going over the whole thing. I'm just kind of blending it out. But anyway, yeah, there may be some makeup guru that tells you a totally different way to do it, and that's awesome. And if that works for you, you go, girl. You just put on your makeup however you want. So, but you're watching this video to apparently see maybe how I put my makeup on. So you may even get a few tips and tricks here, and then use some other things a different way. Just, you know, watch a bunch of different videos and do what's right for you. And then this is totally a buildable coverage. So I'm just going to go in just over my cheeks here, just where I have that acne discoloration. And I'm going to add just a bit more liquid foundation, go in with the same kabuki brush, really lightly, just buff that out. Okay, and I want you to see, I meant to bring a beauty blender in here. I mean, obviously I don't do my makeup in the living room floor all the time. This is my living room background. But the lighting was better in here than it was at my vanity. I'm working on my YouTube lighting, so bear with me, but I meant to bring a beauty blender in here. I didn't. I did bring this beauty blender on a stick. I got this from Five Below, and it came with a beauty blender, so might just come in and blend. The secret to super poreless makeup is that you should blend, 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 and then when you think that you've blended enough, you should blend. No joke. Okay. So now I'm going to come in with the CoverGirl. This is from the Queen collection, which is for like more ethnic skin or really dark skin. This is, what color is this? Spicy brown. I think that these particular cream foundations work awesome as a contour. So remember I showed you the little divot and I used the light color on this side. I'm going to turn this over and use the side without a divot. I'm just going to use the same foundation brush. It works for me, okay? But I'm going to start up here and just work down where this line, and that's a harsh line, so there's going to be a lot of blending. I'm cutting my work out for me here as far as the blending goes. You could do finer little dots if you want it to be a bit more foolproof as far as the blending. I'm going to put just a little spot underneath here because I want the chin to be able to pop and the lips to look like, oh, there's a big spot underneath there because they're just all poofy. Okay, and then I'm actually just going to go ahead and put my my brush to work again, this kabuki brush. Same brush. And I'm not just blending, I'm doing circles and working up and away from where I want this line to be. I want a pretty clean line here, but you don't want it to be like a line where people can tell where your highlight or where your contour went. But you do want it to be in that spot or you wouldn't have put it there. Please blend into your hairline. I'm seeing a lot of not being really blended into the hairline. I'm sure that I have my share of makeup mistakes too, so but yeah, that's kind of something I'm a little bit anal about, I guess, is blending into the hairline. That's why I do my makeup before I do a hair, maybe. Huh. Ugh, I'm on 11 minutes. I hope my memory card holds out for this. If not, it'll be part 1, okay? And I'll upload part 2 later. But hopefully it'll hold out. Okay, I'm trying to go through this quick. We're going to go back to our light side. This is a palette I got from Five Below, full face contour, and I am just going to take a light cream. Now you could get the same cream foundation set up again, and you could go in with a light cream foundation. You need to take a color that is, you know, 2 to 3 shades at least dark or lighter than your actual foundation for this. And I'm just going to stipple on all the bright in a couple areas that I want to pop. And I want those areas to look like they're being pulled forward. Okay. The secret to a really flawless foundation, again, you just want to buff, 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 buff. Blend, blend, blend. And then when you think you're done blending, blend some more. Especially on that neckline. Okay. All right. Now we have to set everything. I am not thrilled with this this powder, so I'm not going to take a whole long time to tell you about it. It's the Wet n Wild mattifying powder. Just let me show you real quick. I bought this like last week. There's almost nothing left in the little tray. This is pathetic, and it comes with this wimpy little pad that I'm just going to pat this down on. This was almost $5, and I will not be buying it again. It serves the purpose just fine, I guess. I mean, it does its job, but it's just, there's hardly anything. I picked up one, and by the time I got to the cash register, it had cracked and broken. And then this is, like I say, after a week's worth of use, you can see there's nothing to that tray. And this big, thick, this is what you think you're buying. And then it had that tiny little tray. There's like nothing there. So, but I'm just pressing all that translucent. I'm not blending it out. I'm just pressing it in to set it. And then, yeah, I forgot my other brush. That's cool. Huh. Yikes. Okay, I'll just use my highlight tip here. This is a brush I got from Victoria's Secret. It's got like a contour on one side and a blush brush on the other. And I usually have a really densely packed wedge brush, and I actually don't have it in here. I'm just going to use this contour. I got this palette from Five Below also. I'm going to use this color here. Whatever powder you use for your to set your contour, please make sure there's not a shimmer to it. You can come in later with a bronzer if that's what you're after, but your actual contour should not have a shimmer to it, because it's supposed to give the illusion that there's so much volume there that the thing, you know, that part of your face is pushed back. That wouldn't happen. That wouldn't naturally occur with the shimmer. So it just needs to be, it just needs to look like there's a shadow there, okay? Shadows don't shimmer. So don't be coming in with a bronzer, some sun-kissed bronzer. This is just to set the contour I did with the cream foundation. And then we're going to come in with, this is the Eco Tools Complexion Collection Mattifying Face Brush. I have a review of this on my channel. I love this brush. It's the softest thing that I own. You're just going to come in and dust off where you set with the translucent powder, all the light areas. And then I'm going to come in with this Victoria's Secret blush brush again. This is Wet n Wild. I didn't realize I had so much Wet n Wild product. This blush is called Heather Silk. I'm going to dab this, and then I dab it up here on this clear part too to get a bit of it off, because I don't want to look like I just deposited a whole wazoo of blush just right here on my cheek. But I'm going to go right on top of that contour line. And then I do have a cream highlight that I sometimes put on right up here at the top first, but this is the e.l.f. It is a bronzer and a highlight both. See, this is what I'm talking about with shimmer with the bronzer. Don't be trying to set your powder with that. Come in with the contour. Let me make sure all the dark is off of this brush. Come in with the contour angled brush. Get some highlight on there. And then this is such a pretty highlight. Look at that. That is such a pretty highlight. I am going to blend it out just a little bit. And then that goes, the highlight goes on top of the blush area. Come in with the kabuki one more time. I'm telling you, with foundation, blend and then blend some more. And then you think you're done blending, please blend some more. And then this is the point where I usually come in with a setting powder, or a setting spray, and you can just take like your beauty blender. I'll use this one that's on a stick for reference. Spray the beauty blender, let it dry for a second, and then come in and push that with that setting spray. I'm using the e.l.f. setting spray. I don't have it in here, so I can't show it to you, but anyway. And then get in, you know, the most natural light you can and get all this area around your hairline. Please make sure it's blended. On your neck, blend, blend, blend. Blend into your ears. Don't be afraid to rub that brush around on your ear. You won't take a shower later. Don't let my hair fool you up here that like my foundation's muddy. I don't think it's muddy. Okay. All right. So this is 187 products later, how I do my foundation. This is my flawless foundation routine. If you remember what the acne discoloration looked like before, you can tell it is so much improved. So anyway, comment below and let me know what you think about this. Sorry that the video took 17 minutes. I'm just thankful that my memory card held out. And then if you guys want, I will walk you through my eye makeup routine next. Lips, tell me what it is that you want to see next. Eyebrows, eyes, product reviews, comment below. God bless you, and thanks so much for watching this. Please like and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss other future beauty routines.